Hello and welcome to What's for Dinner here at our house. The first two meals that I'm sharing with you are super easy. After having the grandkids for the weekend, we always go into what I call a recovery mode. And so for the first meal, I just whipped up some bacon and some scrambled eggs. Like super simple breakfast for dinner, and we had some strawberries on the side. Then the next day, it was just so hot and everybody was kind of doing their own thing, and I just ended up eating a snack plate pretty much all day long. Dinner tonight is a family favorite homemade hamburger helper. Just browning up some ground beef. I guess it's not homemade if it's Kraft mac and cheese, but I don't know. It's my version of homemade hamburger helper. So what I was trying to say is that I am making a really quick and easy dinner tonight. It's 7:30 already, and my family just happens to love macaroni and cheese with ground beef in it, like hamburger helper style. So that's what's for dinner tonight. Okay, welcome to another busy day after work, and I'm just trying to do something really simple. Not much going on in this pan today, but hopefully we get a lot of big flavor out of it. I'm just getting some chicken breast cooked up in some olive oil, and right now I'm just adding some salt and pepper. I'm going to throw some minced garlic in there as well. Turn my heat down just a little. Give everything a toss. And I'm just going to start looking through the fridge and see what I have to add into the skillet. I found an onion. And I have some portobello mushrooms, and I know they say don't rinse them, but I've seen some really gross things on them, so I had to rinse them. Now, for me, this could be a meal all by itself, but I'm going to keep looking and see what I find. I think I have some frozen broccoli. Possibly some spinach. Well, I found a bag of broccoli, I found a bag of cauliflower, I found a bag of cauliflower and broccoli, and I also found a bag of spinach, but I opted for the broccoli. So we're going to give that a few minutes to all get cooked together. I'm also going to sprinkle on some chicken bouillon powder. Gonna go a little light on it because this is essentially just a whole lot of salt. And I just don't want it to be too salty. A little goes a long way. Since we're going to get some liquid from the frozen broccoli and the onions and the mushrooms as they start to sweat down, I'm just going to put a lid on it and leave it alone for a little while. To me, this is so good already. See all that liquid that's in there? So no worries there. But I am going to add a can of carrots. I don't like raw carrots, and I don't have any frozen, but I have canned, and I'm just fine with that. That's basically how I like carrots, like super mushy. Otherwise, you can just keep them. Anyway, we're just going to stir those in and basically let them warm through. And last, I'm going to just add one of these cups of quinoa. These are the kind that you just heat up in the microwave, but I'm just going to throw it right in here with my veggies, my chicken, and that broth. Just mix it in really good. And I think I've mentioned before that nobody else here likes quinoa, or they think they don't, but I'm sure they do if they would just try it. And I've decided that today's the day. They either eat it or they make their own dinner, so I have no problem with eating this as leftovers if nobody chooses to have it, but I'm not feeling like I want to cater to everybody's individual taste today. I really don't think anybody's going to mind. Looks good to me. Now that was easy. All right, it's that time of the day where we ask ourselves, what in the heck are we having for dinner? So I am just kind of trying to spread out this boneless, skinless chicken breast that I cut into cubes, I guess you would call it. Kind of tried to get them all the same size. And so what I'm doing right now is just sprinkling on some seasoning salt. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I like to season the chicken before I put it in the breading, just to make sure that that boring old bland chicken breast has some flavor. And now you can do your dredge with like a wet dredge and then into a dry dredge, but I just don't like my coating or my batter to be really thick and bready. So I'm just doing the chicken straight into the flour and breadcrumb mixture. I want a lot of breadcrumbs in there. Those are the Italian seasoned ones, so I'm going to give that a shake. Now I'm just going to put those chicken pieces in the dry dredge mixture. Then I will shake it. I have some bacon grease warming up on the stove in a frying pan. You can use whatever oil you like. I just happen to have a lot of bacon grease, so that's what I'm using. Now let's get that lid back on there and shake those chicken pieces up. Next, I'm just going to start placing those chicken pieces into that hot oil. And like I said, I just like a light coating on my chicken pieces. And I'm going to do them in batches, make sure that they all have some room to cook, not overcrowd them. While these chicken chunks are cooking up, I have a pot of boiling water on the other side of the stove for some spaghetti pasta. Now that these chicken nuggets basically are all nice and golden, I'm just going to put them on a paper towel lined plate, and then I'm going to work on the next batch. And as a side dish for tonight's dinner, I'm just going to microwave some broccoli and cauliflower with some salt and pepper and some butter. And it's just going to be super easy, just like always. I always try to keep my meals really super easy, low fuss. I do not have time to do fancy schmancy. Now that I've got those hot pieces of chicken onto a paper towel lined plate, I'm just going to sprinkle some mozzarella cheese on top and just let that naturally melt on that chicken. I just love this as a shortcut step for chicken parmesan. Is it real chicken parmesan? No, not really, but it's close. And it's perfect for summertime when you want that flavor, but you just don't want to fire up the oven and make something that's going to heat up your whole house. All right. And I'm also going to come back and sprinkle on some grated Parmesan cheese. I don't have any other Parmesan except for the stuff in the green bottle, so that's what we're working with today. Well, there is my version of a very quick chicken parmesan. Not too bad for a quick dinner. The next couple days were just kind of go, go, go. I always thought that life would slow down when I was a grandparent, but it just didn't. But there's no better place to be as a grandma than at the ball field or babysitting. We also squeezed in a birthday party for myself on the 3rd, and my family always goes all out with fireworks and good yummy food, which unfortunately I forgot to get any pictures of. And then it was time to come home and get ready for our road trip to Niagara Falls. Before we head off on our trip, I want to take a second to show this bag that was sent to me by this company, and here is their name brand here on the tag. Hopefully you can see it. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that. Molnia, maybe. Anyway, it's a really lovely bag, and I'm really thrilled to have it to go on our little getaway this weekend. It has some really big pockets here in the front, and I like how they're a little mismatched. This one has the zipper that goes all the way around, and then this one has Velcro. This is like one really deep, deep pocket, and then over here, I don't have anything in it yet. That's why it's kind of like falling around. But in this one, there's this little mesh pouch here, which I've decided I'm going to put my charger cord. So in the rest of the pocket here, I'm just going to put some other essentials like some chapsticks. Next, I'm just transferring this tote insert from my work bag into my overnight bag. So this is just a felt insert that I got from Amazon. I just have some keys attached. Always need those on there. A compact. Here in the front, I have some little pockets to hold things like mascara, a lip gloss, and an eyeliner, which are, whoops, can't see it. Those are just my essentials. So basically on the road makeup. And then over here, I have a little lotion bar and my earbuds. And then I keep a couple of nail polish in here. You never know when you're going to need those. Nail clippers down in there. Like to have those anytime we're going and staying in a hotel. Some Q-tips, medications, and a couple more medications that I need. Some diabetic supplies like my meter. Hair stuff is just some detangler and a hair pick. Some gum. My wallet, glasses case. I have a few necessities like IDs and cards and stuff in there. Just a little pocket to put anything I need there. So I'm just going to pop that inside here. I feel like I always have the necessities right at my fingertips. So I've got that in there all nice and snug. Starting to give the bag some shape. There is a super big pocket inside here. show you that. And it's insulated. That's awesome. Like you could put your lunch in there. And then a couple of mesh pockets here on the side. I don't know. Maybe this will become my new work duffel. I'm going to throw a beach towel in here. And just put that over here. And then that'll give me so much room to put my other clothes and stuff right on top. And then the other feature that I like about this bag is it has this really super long strap. So let me just get the packaging off of that. And we'll get it set up. It's got a little pad here for comfort. Perfect. Zip it for now. I'm sure I'll be adding more in a little bit, but I just want to turn it around, show you what's going on here on the sides. We have a huge pocket here on the side, a small pocket here with a little zip front, so you can get those things you need to get into, like when you're driving or whatever. Oh my goodness. So this side would be perfect for like your laptop. Actually has a laptop on it, or the emblem is padded, so you're getting lots of protection there. So much room in this bag. Not only is this bag very versatile, it is really nice looking in my opinion. I like the neutral color, I like the fabric and the feel of it, and it's super lightweight. And as you can see, it is now the next day, and I have just layered some of my clothing right on top of those that organizer. There's so much room in this bag. I've got everything I need for our road trip to Niagara Falls here in this one bag. And I'll turn it around here so you can see everything real good. It was pretty late last night when I was packing up. It's got a couple of nice sturdy handles here along with that strap for your shoulder, those big pockets that I now have full of fun stuff. And once again, here is the name brand. I will put the link in my description box. Okay, that is it. We are all packed up and ready to go to Niagara Falls today. So we're really excited about our road trip. As you can tell, this week has been super busy and full of stuff with family. I just have not had much time to do a lot of cooking at home. And that's okay because it's summer and you want to make memories with your family and have things to look back on. There's always time to cook. So there will be more good home cooked food coming up, I promise. But if you want to see how our trip went, I will most likely be uploading that next week because we're going to be eating out a lot while we're there. So maybe I'll do a video on that or just kind of feature it in the next one. But anyway, bye for now. I'll see you next time.